Hi, I'm Savanna. I'm an interviewer for CSE Tech Talks, and today with me I have Kylee. She's the president of the Computing Society here on campus, and I will let her introduce herself.
Okay, cool. My name is Kylee Chapman. I'm a senior here at BYU-I. I'm studying CIT. We're a dying breed. I hail from McKinney, Texas. It's north of Dallas. And I'm, the Computing Society president.
That's awesome. And then, so because you're a senior, did you start out in the Computing Society? Like, how did you get there?
It's actually really funny. I did a total 180. I was a nursing student at first at BYU Provo.
Oh, wow.
And I got to do the cool stuff. I got to work in the cadaver lab, and that was really dope. But after some time, studying in that profession, I realized that's not the kind of career I wanted. And so I was able to rekindle my passion for computing, and that I kind of pushed aside for nursing. And I mean, now I'm doing computing, and it's been wonderful. And I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then, so when joining the Computing Society, what were some soft and hard skills that you've learned over the course of your time there?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say starting with soft skills, I'd say problem solving, and then problem solving for sure. Because it's even just as president, coordinating activities, working with people with different schedules and interpretations and just backgrounds, being able to work with all these people towards a combined goal. It can be a little challenging, especially working with organization as well. So I've been able to improve on my communication skills, problem solving skills, and then also my organization skills. And so that's been really nice. But hard skills wise, I think Computing Society has really helped me broaden my just my knowledge on technology. Just today, I was with some developers, and they were developing a VR game. And so
Wow.
I know, it was the coolest thing. It's I don't remember what it was called. But it was one thing where you had to scroll on a phone, and then you had to shoot things too. I was like, that's the funniest thing ever. And they showed me kind of how you have to connect it and what their obstacles are, and being able to learn about something like that was really exciting for me because I don't know anything about VR. I just know you play Beat Saber and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say hard skills wise, just having a broad perspective on the tech field has been really meaningful to me. And it's always changing, it's always evolving, so it's very good to be up to date.
Absolutely. And then, so as president, and as you've seen all these technologies, what when you stepped into that role, what kind of activities were you thinking of in the back of your mind that could help students across all levels of knowledge and kind of introduce them into something that's new, but without seeming daunting or oh, I don't know that, so I don't want to try.
Right. So one of the activities that I was really excited to plan, that we actually already did this semester, it was the Mac versus Windows showdown. And so it was just, very rudimentary. We all start our computing journey learning with our laptop, whether that's Linux or Windows or Mac. It's just, something we all have, we all share, and we all love to complain, and we all love to brag. And so we did a showdown where it was kind of a debate setting, and, those who want to talk got to go up there and, defend their side. And I really enjoyed it. I think giving people the opportunity to talk about, the things that they're doing, it's great for people at all levels of experience.
Absolutely. And then, so because I know at the very beginning, when you do the opening social, we get a lot of students, but then as you see, numbers start to dwindle. And so how do you feel one way that Computing Society is trying to tackle that and keep attendance up?
Mm-hmm. So it was crazy, the opening social. We had just like a couple dozen under 300, and that room was chock full. And we just had our meeting, and there was, not as many people. And we can accredit things like midterms, busy schedules, other commitments. And these are all outside of our control. But I think the things that we are focusing on is how can we create a meaningful experience for the people who are attending? And as a society that oversees the minor societies, we realize that our purpose is not just to, teach, it's to create a society, like a community of people who, enjoy computing and want to talk about it and want to meet other people who enjoy their passions. And being able to utilize that and create an opportunity for people to learn on the same playing field and then also meet people, that's something we're working on integrating into our activities. But yeah.
That's good. And so you mentioned like trying to create a community for people to like actually like get to know one another. How do you think like the best way to do that is, especially because our major can be introverted. We can be like very anxious individuals who just like being in front of our computer. And so what's some advice that you could give people that would be helpful? Just be like, hey, like maybe it's nice that you can branch out, but without seeming like scary or like disingenuous.
I would say I would never force anyone to be social. That sounds like I'm an extrovert, if you can't tell. You give me an opportunity to talk and I will. And that's why I'm here. But, I understand for introverts, if you force them to, put themselves in a situation they're not, wanting to be in, even as an extrovert, that's nobody's cup of tea. And so being able to give people the opportunity to what's the word? Engage when they would like that. I think that's a big deal. And then also, I think creating a community where we are kind of talking about the same things. And if we're here because we're passionate about what we're learning, I meet some introverts and, you start talking about Linux and, suddenly they're the most excited person in the world and they want to tell you everything.
Yeah.
And I think being able to tap into these passions is a really good way to get people to open up.
I love that. And I feel like that is a really strong attribute to have as a president of a society. And so when you stepped into this role, like what made you excited? Like what were you wanting to see or implement that like you hadn't seen before?
I was really excited when I was offered the opportunity to be president for the Computing Society. My immediate thought was that I wanted to create more engagement, and I wanted to really make sure I was setting up, our future engineers and developers to, succeed, whether it's in their internships, their, in-school academics, just even like their social lives. That was something I was looking forward to kind of improving in, not even improving. I feel like we just building upon, building on the foundation that we've already established, making the Computing Society more useful. Technically, oh, it's a big word. Anyways, it's funny that I was struggling with that. That's kind of ironic. Technically, and then also socially, like being able to expand on that. Anyways, sorry.
No, you're all good. And so I guess that brings me to like my concluding question. Like after your whole experience in CIT, what has been like some projects or things that like you've learned that feel like they've been invaluable to you and like really helped you like progress not only like your passion for this industry, but also like pursue job opportunities?
Yeah. Actually, can you ask me that question one more time? I totally blanked.
No, you're all good. Yeah, I was curious as like over the course of your time here at school and like wrapping up, what have been like things that you've learned that have been invaluable to you?
I would say hackathons for sure.
Really?
Last semester, I was really nervous I wasn't going to make it to the hackathon last semester because I was in my rock climbing class and we showed up like 30 minutes late, and I was like, oh wait, no, it's fine. And so I show up for this thing and I meet up with my friends. I'm like, hey guys, like, let's work on something. And so we create a project and we ended up getting second place, which was really nice.
Wow.
And being able to do projects where it's, you know, just our creativity and, I don't know, just kind of exploring and experimenting with the tools that I've been given in my college experience. That was a really fun opportunity during my college experience. But yeah, so hackathons were really fun. I'm trying to think, I think societies too. I think it's one thing to go to class and, you know, do your work, and that's very exciting on its own, but I think going to societies and meeting other people, I mean, that's the extrovert in me, but meeting people and doing projects with them where you can, you know, kind of create the, I don't know, the project yourself. Like, what do you want to do? And, you know, you work with your team and you get to do what you want. And I think it's those passion projects that really make a huge difference in, you know, just keeping that passion alive as you're going through college.
Absolutely. And so what would your advice be to someone like who maybe like struggles like finding their passion, who, yeah, like they're going through their classes, but it's like really hard to like think of something that like they want to contribute creatively. And so what are like some questions like they could ask themselves to like help re-spark that passion?
Personally, I'm a big fan of wandering. And what I mean by that is, you know, you don't have to like know exactly what you want to do, but just follow a thought, follow an interest, and see where that takes you. And you'll never know like what might inspire you. But if not that, I think also service is a really good motivator as well. I think, you know, we all have the love of Christ in us, and, you know, that's something that we all want to, you know, charity, you know, charity work. And being able to use our skills and talents to be able to love others and, you know, serve others, I think that's also a really good motivator. So I say either wander, you know, be curious and, you know, follow your passions and interests, you know, no matter how off topic it might seem at first, you'll find some way to apply it to your projects. Or just, I think, be service oriented and think about, you know, how you can help others.
I think that's beautiful. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
And then, so last question I would have is, as you get ready to go out into industry, what are some skills that you're taking with you that what are some skills that feel valuable to you that you'll want to bring to the table?
Yeah, I would say problem-solving skills are almost at the very top of the list. I think being able to independently work and then also work with a team, being able to do those things and get to a solution effectively is a very valuable skill. And it's something that I've seen become very applicable in my job search, you know, in my internship. It's been very important. I think also on top of that, I think just continuing to just like fulfill that thirst for knowledge and continue to be curious and want to learn things, I think that's really important too. I think whether it's reading or staying updated on, you know, current news about tech and stuff, it's really valuable. And that's something I've been trying to incorporate into my life as I'm, you know, going into the workforce.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate all your insights. I feel like as someone who's almost ready to graduate, like I have something to glean from you, especially about like finding your passion. And I love that you mentioned charity. And I love that you mentioned like having a thirst for knowledge. I feel like those are things that are like so important for each person to kind of like discover what that means to them.
Yeah.
And so thank you so much. We really appreciate having you here today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Like, follow us for more. We'll have more out soon. And come attend Computing Society.
Yeah, please come. We have treats at the very least.
Absolutely.
And good vibes. But yeah.
I love it. All right. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.